Welcome back to the Camden Centre. It's time now for the main event of the evening. 10 3-minute rounds for the vacant Southern Area Super-Middleweight title between Darryll Williams of Forest Hill and Richard Horton of Harlow. These two had to be pulled apart at the weigh-in yesterday. There were harsh words spoken. Nobody will be pulling them apart tonight. They're ready backstage. We're ready to go. Here's the MC, Mark Schmidt.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our top of the bill contest. 10 rounds for the Southern Area Super Middleweight title. Brought to you by Hellraiser Promotions, Warrior Boxing, sponsored by iBetBoxing.com and ThisWeekinFM.com. Please join me in welcoming in from Forest Hill, Darryll Ferocious Williams.
Well, Darryll Ferocious Williams was in ferocious mood at the Limehouse Marina yesterday when they went face to face after the weigh-in. It was Williams who started the verbals. He said to Horton that he's going to knock you out. I'm going to iron you out, was what he said to him, that he's going to stop him and that this is going to be an emphatic win. 11 fights, 11 wins. Got the confidence, the swagger of an undefeated fighter. He wants this to be the first title on the trail to many, many more. But Richard Horton is going to put up a stern test to him tonight. He certainly has not come here to do anything other than take the title himself.
And please welcome his opponent from Harlow, Richard Horton.
Well, Horton didn't back down 1 inch yesterday when it was on camera, and afterwards it continued a little while after the cameras got switched off as well, the exchanges between Horton and Williams. He's fought for the Southern Area title twice already, once at this weight, that was to Tony Salem back in 2009. He lost on that occasion, and after that fight took a long period out of the ring. He then took a fight at short notice in March of this year against Miles Shinkwin, stepped up to fight for the Southern Area light heavyweight title and was stopped by Shinkwin. Shinkwin, a very good fighter. He admits that is not his natural weight. He's got down to 166 pounds, so he's made the weight easily for this one, and he looks in very, very good shape yesterday. He wants his name in the record books. He knows he may not have that much longer left in the sport, but who knows where he might go from here if he can get the win. And make no mistake, he has come to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 10 rounds for the Southern Area Super Middleweight contest. Introducing in the blue corner, wearing the red shorts with a black trim. Weighing in today at 11 stone and 13 pounds, with a record of 11 victories from 11 professional contests, from Forest Hill, Darryll Ferocious Williams. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the blue shorts with the white and red trim. Weighing in today at 11 stone and 12 pounds, with a record of 9 victories and 4 defeats from 11 professional contests, from Harlow, Richard Horton. Your referee, Robert Williams from Watford. Your timekeeper, Bob Edgeworth from Bromley. This is a super middleweight contest of 10 3-minute rounds.
Okay, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Final instructions from Bob Williams. Intense stare down there between Williams and Horton. They both want this very, very badly. And I love fights like this, Billy. It's got two fighters at kind of opposite ends of the career spectrum. Williams thinks that this can be the first title of many. He can rise through the ranks and win titles like you did. Horton probably realises there isn't that much longer left in his boxing career, but if you win the area title, you get your name in the record books, so no one can ever take it away.
Yes, he's got to step up tonight. Lionheart, he's got on his shorts, and that's what he's got to prove himself to be.
Horton with a height advantage. Good upper body movement there from Williams. He does like to dip low at the waist. bob and weave on his way in. Tyson-esque style, some have described it as. He was actually invited out to the Catskills by Kevin Rooney to train there a few years ago. He didn't make it, didn't happen in the end. But he feels that he is a puncher, that he has got some power. When they were exchanging pleasantries yesterday, Horton was saying to him that he's had tougher sparring partners than Williams, that he's been in with bigger fighters than him, and that he doesn't scare him one little bit. The performance against Shinquin, well, it was difficult to take too much from that because it wasn't his natural weight. He was on the receiving end, really, for the majority of the fight. Had a decent fourth, but was then stopped. But Williams hasn't really been tested. When you look at the fighters he's been in with, substantially losing record when you combine their wins and losses.
It started off at a nice fast pace. The crowd will enjoy it.
What's this first round like when you've got a title on the line? You studied your opponent, you've made all your preparations, your camp's gone well, hopefully. Is it just a relief to get on that stool at the end of the first 3 minutes?
You're waiting, yeah, the way that I describe it's like waiting for the hangman. That first bell is like waiting for the hangman, and when the bell goes, then you go to work. All the preparation's done, now it's showtime.
Glancing blow there from Horton. Nice right hand there from Williams, got through, and then an uppercut as well, and he's working away to the body. That was an impressive salvo there from Williams. Good variety in his work. But a snap to the punches as well. You saw Horton's head rocked back by that uppercut. Again, he looks to try and dig it in. And they're getting close there. Williams looks to be the boss. That's the kind of range that he needs in that. But Horton firing back with a good right uppercut of his own there in this fight. Warming up very nicely now into the final minute of this first round. These two just standing and trading above us. Williams pounds away to the body. A little bit of marking up below the left eye of Horton there as well, and a heavy right hand staggers Horton, and he's back towards the ropes, and the referee is giving him the count. He feels that the ropes were keeping him up there. That's the reason for the count. Just 20 or so seconds left in this first round. It's hit him high on the head, and Bob Williams has stopped the fight. He's stopped the fight. He's waved it off, and Richard Horton cannot believe that this has happened. He's saying that he's absolutely fine. He was caught high on the head, maybe around the temple area. His corner are going over there as well. Ryan and Steve Barrett, Gareth Lawrence, they cannot believe, Bill, that Bob Williams has called that fight off. What are your thoughts?
Listen, Bob's in there. He's the one closest to the action, and it's the welfare of the fighters. Bob Williams is going to always look after the welfare of the fighters. And we may have seen something in his eyes. That was quite a big shot. He went down quite heavy. Let's have a look.
Well, he just staggered into the ropes. I think he did catch him high around the temple kind of area, which can really scramble your percentage. You saw the legs kind of just go dead a little bit as he just fell into the ropes, and Williams was following it up. The referee rightly saying the ropes kept him up so he can call the knockdown, which gave Horton a little bit of respite. Good respect between the two there, which is always good to see.
We always want to see fights go on and continue, but, you know, it's the safety of the fighters. Bob could see a close up what was happening. But could it have went on further? That's boxing for you.
Well, the fighter said that he could, but fighters always say they can. You always said you could.
We're the worst people to ask about whether we can continue or not.
Well, MC just waiting really for Richard Horton to join him in the centre of the ring. That southern area belt is waiting to be wrapped around the waist of ferocious Darryll Williams as well, who's just giving us a quick thumbs up to the commentary position. It's been good talking to these two gentlemen in the build-up to this fight. They've been very generous with their time. And now let's get the final announcement from our MC, Mark Schmidt.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 43 seconds of round one, referee Williams stopped the contest with Horton in no position to continue. Your winner and the new Southern Area Super-Middleweight champion, Darryll Williams.
Well, he said yesterday that he would stop Richard Horton, and he has duly delivered on his promise. And there is that Southern Area belt being tied around his waist. In boxing, the way it works is you win an area title, English title, British title, Commonwealth title, European title, world title. That's what he is dreaming of right now. Darren Barker, a London boxer, recent London world champion, did exactly that. He stepped up through all of those levels. And how does it feel when you hear those three words, and the new?
That is what it's all about. As a fighter, those words are that's what we dream of, that's what we visualise, that's what we work towards on a daily basis. The Southern Area champion, stepping stone to the British title, then onwards and upwards. That's the dream.
Well, Eddie Lamb in the corner for Darryll Williams. Served his schooling at the Fitzroy Lodge, now down at the iBox with Alan Smith. And Darryll Williams and promoter Mickey Haley, they're just stepping through the ropes with that belt around his waist. Just a brief word of advice from his promoter, and he'll now be talking to Sophia.
Darryll, congratulations. You win your first title, the Southern Area title, in quite emphatic fashion. Well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, I trained really hard for it. I've been training since all my life, really. Do you know what I mean? There's no sense from it, you know. I want to give a big thank you to my manager here for taking me out to Vegas, you know, and letting me see, you know, the difference in the sport and the hard work that you have to put in, you know, and, you know, we're here today and we've done it in a round.
Mickey, when I spoke to you earlier this week, I knew you were excited and you said how special he was, but that really is quite a special statement to make on live television.
Definitely, couldn't have asked for more. It was a step up in class for him, big step up in class, but I had every faith in him that he will deliver. When the pressure's on, he upped his game. Sign of a champion, and there's plenty more good things in store for Darryll Williams.
Well, you're the person to tell us what's in store.
First, we're going to defend the title on November the 14th. That will be at the Troxy. It'll be live on London Live again. So, see the next step in his journey. It's going to be an exciting journey. Glad that you'll be with us.
It's a very exciting division. Obviously, you're excited at what's to come.
Yeah, like, you know, the division's crazy. There's a lot of big punchers. You know, there's a lot of guys that rangy, powerful, got skills, got technical ability. You know, but I can only go by what's next for me.
You can't really learn much from that fight because it ends so quickly, but I guess you can take a hell of a lot of confidence from it.
No, definitely. You know, I can. There's always something to learn, no matter how quick it was or how long it was. You know, there's always something to learn from. And when I watch the footage and I'll see, I know I got caught at times. You know what I mean? So I can see where to defend and where to tuck up.
Well, listen, congratulations again to both of you. Back to Andy.
Well, thanks very much, Sophia. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Interesting to hear what he had to say then, Mickey Haley. He'll defend the title on November the 14th, and then I'm sure if that's successful, they'll be looking towards a crack at the English title. That's currently held by Jermaine Smile. I saw him win that against Lee Markham at York Hall back in March. And Williams was ringside for that fight. He fancies a fight against Markham. He told me that himself, but I'm sure that he would take a crack at Jermaine Smile. From Derby Way, one of Clifton Mitchell's fighters, that for me would be a really good matchup. Smile is a very energetic, athletic, strong fighter, just as Williams himself is. We didn't even have a chance to talk about the sparring he'd done over in Las Vegas. We'll be back after this.